Ugh.
Come on.
Suck. Hello, 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 hello. Behold my flaming horse. Set zombies ablaze and rock them away. Here's housekeeping. What is the world up to on this? What is it even today? Sunday?
Let's go.
Sunday morning here it is.
Yeah.
Holy balls. That's a lot of damn zombies. That. A lot of zombies. Oh no. At least I set most of them on fire.
Enough of your slippery nonsense. Come on.
Never had it sprayed these.
Come on.
They'll be alright.
Come on. Come on. Come on over.
Come on over, we don't fight. How do I know? Oh, dude.
Looks like your peepers are starting to sag a little. Sweetie, stay strong.
Oh,
I'm getting the hang of this.
dude. That's nasty.
Yeah.
This feels sick.
Easy.
The things you might do if you found yourself in a situation like this. Oh, boy.
Oh my God, thank you. That was awful.
Are you Millicent?
Yes?
Come on. Your family's worried sick.
God help us. Thank God you came along.
What were you doing out here by yourself?
We were so hungry.
Oh,
Even
right,
the food
yeah,
there ain't enough
so-
to go around. I just wanted to find something to eat.
There ain't no food
Got
out
this
here
weapon
but
called
us
the
right now,
blunderbuss.
miss. You should stay
Where
where
you
it's safe.
basically use the body parts
What's your
of these
name,
zombies
mister?
John.
as like a...
John Marston.
I've heard
Ammo.
that somewhere before. You from around here?
I spent some time down here, but I live in West
Hey Riley,
Elizabeth.
how's it going?
I have a small farm up there. My wife and son, they've got the infection.
That's terrible. Do you think there's a cure?
I sure hope so. Otherwise, well, I don't want to think about the otherwise.
Oh, crap. They're out here too.
No offense, miss, but they come.
I'm doing alright, Riley.
Somewhere in between, I reckon.
Enjoying the weekend the only way I know.
Never in all my life. My pa warned me, but I didn't listen. This is all my fault.
Climb on. Let's get you home. Yeah.
On the flaming
This
horse.
It ain't like nothing I've seen before.
You're telling me.
I mean, my Uncle Pete gets incoherent and mighty gropey from time to time and coughs up some bilious horrors of a morning, but never anything like this.
I'm pretty sure whatever your Uncle Pete's got is saloon related. Now let's try to get you back to whatever's left of your family in one piece. Let's go!
Whoa! Where are we going now?
God help us.
Quick, little fucker! Faster!
What on earth? Never in all my life. God help us.
Come on, come on! Yeah!
Oops. I'm gonna use this. It's got more battery. Hold on just a second. Kiana Underwood. Anybody ever heard of her? Oh, she was. Oh, she was on All That. I watched All That, but I don't recognize her name. Apparently, she got killed by two cars walking in an intersection. That sucks, dude. One thing to get mowed down by one car, but two?
Come on! Come on!
It just gets worse!
You know?
Here we are. I can't seem to get away from this place.
Like I said, thank you. Good luck helping your family, Mr. Marston.
Thank you.
Plenty of more just like him, Mr. Comedian. We got a whole host of missing folk.
Is that Wes Dickens? No. Oh, I got rid of him. Bruisers and Retchers. Could have really done without the treasure hunts in this game. They were boring in the regular game. I don't think they're much better in this one. I don't know how I'm supposed to do this one. Kill one of each of the 4 undead types and 1 dead eye meter. I'm gonna get all 4 of them together in some
I
capacity.
hear they sleep standing up like a cow.
We shall see. Yay, McFarlane's ranch is under attack. Fast lay one finger on Bonnie McFarlane, you hear? Oh.
I used to think I could handle any.
You look like you could use a hand, miss.
Go to all of them and give them all ammo. Yes. I don't know if you get rewards.
Sure. Here you go.
You took your sweet time.
Hello,
What are you
Peppermint.
doing out here?
Welcome to zombie hell.
This is getting ugly. Come on now! Stop that! I ain't ready to go.
Ah. Oh. Shit. Yo, 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 yo. Oh. High and tired.
Wasted, friend.
Doesn't sound fun. Unless you're going to bed.
You ain't gonna put me down.
You got a Nirvana tattoo. Cool, which one? Or which
Time for my pound
logo?
of flesh.
Whatever I'm trying to say.
Hey! They're gonna kill me!
Yeah, they probably will.
Save me, God!
Oh, that
I think I got my eye back.
the incesticide cover. Alright. That's cool.
Dog is free.
I think I know what that one is. Or what you're talking about. On like the left side of it, there's a creature of some kind. I don't even know what to call it. I do like how this game is a little bit tougher, but I really wish that you could make a camp. But at the same time, I
Just what I
understand why you
needed.
can't make a camp, because it's like zombies everywhere, dude. So you have to go to one of these safe houses and then fast travel, which I'm just whining about nothing, basically.
Come on.
I guess it adds to the survivalist kind of aspect of everything going on. Plus, you can't just go and buy ammo, you gotta find it everywhere. Yeah, like, I don't know. Nirvana's kind of strange in the sense that they only had one album before their big commercial breakthrough. They had Bleach, and then after their commercial breakthrough, they started releasing the older stuff, or like previously recorded stuff, like Incesticide and Hormoning. It's kind of strange. I don't know that I could say I'm a bigger fan of Bleach than I am of Nevermind. I think maybe when I found out that the lyrics for Bleach were just kind of like haphazardly done really quickly before the album, and there wasn't like a lot of meaning put behind them, that's probably what dropped my interest in it. I'm a lyrics guy, but I'd still say that, like, Nevermind, or no, I don't know, it depends on my mood. Some days I'm a Nevermind guy, other days I'm an In Utero guy.
Let's go! Faster! Come on, come on!
Just a random thought. Can you imagine being a stoic philosopher in this time? The old west with zombies running around. Just an extremely random thought. How would you approach everything? Have I listened to Fecal Matter? Wasn't that... I remember the demo tape. Like the hand-drawn pile of shit. I don't remember much. I know I've heard it, but I don't remember.
What's going on? You got a passage into Mexico?
For me, no. But for you, maybe. It all depends on your relationship with good old Uncle Samuel.
What are you talking about?
Well, the border is indeed closed, but the army is sending a train down there.
I thought
Now,
I was
whether
done
it's
with
to
West
help
Dickens.
the Mexicans there
Damn
or
it.
to escape the problems here, I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm not
But I
so
thought things were
sure
better
that
in
Kurt
Mexico.
would still have a voice.
Better or worse, it's certainly different.
It'd
So
be
why
interesting
am I
hearing
going
him
and not
at
you?
age, what would he be now,
That's a matter of
61?
age, dear boy.
When was
The
he born,
army don't
65?
have many recruits with quite my
No,
level
he's
of
born 67,
experience.
so he'd be 59.
So,
Yeah, hearing him
So,
try to
you are
sing
on
some of
your
the stuff that
own.
he's saying
There's a train at Benedict Point, and it's
I think
leaving
it was,
soon. Once they've got all of the soldiers rounded up.
I forget which song it was,
Okay.
but I was watching
And
this video
your
of one of the
venerable friend here
producers.
has done some more help.
Was it Butch Vig?
I have found some less
Talking
than
about
happy
just how much
campers
he
who
was,
have given
how many
up on
takes he
glory
did just
and
screaming his
abandoned
guts
Uncle
out.
Sam's ranks. They're hiding out at Scratching
To the
Post.
point where his
One of them
throat
might
was
give you a
bleeding.
uniform.
Okay. And what about you?
Ah,
I think it was territorial
Baghdad,
pissing.
dear boy. Well, either that or Fort Mercer.
Oh yeah, that's
Or perhaps it's
or an
time
enigma.
to
for
meet
sure.
my maker with drool coming out of my mouth and a lust for human.
That's how those West statements.
Come on. Let's go.
Another thing that's kind of fun to think about is how Kirkwood turned out politically. Especially considering what we know about his beliefs.
Yeah.
But I only think about that because I think about like Christ, the bass player, who's just kind of become a disappointment in that respect. And don't know much about Dave. He doesn't talk much about
Must be them.
politics.
Come on.
He's a little bit morally reprehensible, I know that much, but he was
What now? Back dead. Please. Coming from? Looks like you could use a hand, fellas. Come on!
What's that? Oh, it's one of those Belcher things. Oh, shit. He has his own little party with a wet towel. What?
Here come more of the freaks! Come on! Damn it! Push him back! Oh, God! God! Hard!
Hey, this way!
Die, for Christ's sake!
Damn you!
Sweet Lord!
I'm happy to see you in the yard of battle, sir.
No more of them!
He has his own political party? What? Hello, dude. Am I supposed to be talking to you? You won't.
Thanks for helping out. They came out of
I
nowhere.
have to look into
Anytime,
this.
partner. Say, you fellas have a spare uniform?
What the hell for?
My family's in trouble and I need to get over the border. Hear there's an army train going that way.
Sure, what do I care anymore? You earned it. There should be one in the chest by the tent.
Cascade
Help
Party
yourself.
of Washington
Now what?
is a minor political party in the U.S. Blah blah blah.
I must be dreaming.
Eh. Doesn't say anything about ideology, centrism, populism, electoral reform, social libertarianism.
Amateur!
I guess social libertarianism is okay. Cascadian regionalism. Aren't centrism and populism kind of Well, no, I guess if you go by the major definition of populism, which has become attributed to extreme ideologies, it's hard for me to imagine a populist centrist. And again, I'm not a political science scholar. But I see centrist anything, and I kind of get a little ill.
I feel like
I don't
such
like
a noble patriot.
to be a human being.
Come on.
I can't.
Best of luck to you.
I can't say the same for Chris because he's not like a common person, quote unquote. He's rich, but hello, Winnipeg. Yeah, to kind of just to see the way that the world is going, and to see how the life of the working person, especially if you're a working person, has just gotten so horrible over the past couple of generations, and to still say, yeah, I'm a centrist, it just defies reason to me.
Hold him on the perimeter! Help! Get the backside! Get the back! Get back! Come on! Out the back!
Like, I catch shit sometimes for talking shit about centrism, and
Come on.
I think one thing people don't fully understand is that what's on one wing or another in the U.S. and what's on one wing or another in Europe are two completely different kettles of fish. And I think it's even more reprehensible being centrist in the U.S. because, like, not even the supposed left-wing party, supposed in quotation marks, is anywhere near the left. God. Oh my. I'm getting... Oh, Jesus. Alright, screw this. Screw this. Motherfuckers wanna go toe-to-toe? Let's go toe-to-toe.
Gun him down!
Oh, they're coming from the dirt.
I'll smash you if you hit it.
Holy shit. Holy
You're all dead! Dead!
gross.
You want more?
Don't leave any survivors! Engine's ready! Come on, man! Let's get the hell
Get
out
that
of here!
train moving, Jesus.
You did real good, soldier.
Basic
One day I'm
training was very thorough.
minus
That's
38.
good. These degenerates are only good at horn
It's
and
warmed
drinking.
up here a bit.
Let's roll out!
Thankfully, for like a week or so there, it was hovering around minus 25, minus 30.
Keep your eyes skinned for any more of those
Now it's
nightmarish
a
feet!
very balmy minus
This
9.
train headed for Mexico?
God
Minus
willing.
1.
What's the army going there
shit.
for?
Officially,
Might
to
get
help
above
our
freezing
Latin
here today.
brethren in their time of need. Unofficially, to get the hell out of here before things get even worse. See what we can steal down there.
Always one step ahead, ain't we?
Eyes up! More of the bloodsuckers!
There's no way it's 12 p.m. there right now. Do I have to waste my ammo? What's the point? What do I have to be doing right now? I was gonna say, did I just lose complete track of time? We're on a moving train that should be going faster. Gross.
What's that up ahead?
Wasting ammo.
Roadblock?
Yeah. Weather do be like that
All right, every one of you
sometimes.
clowns, get down and get the debris off the track. Let's go, let's go!
You're making a big mistake
Look
here.
out! There's more of them!
Why would we get off the train?
Walk on to
Who's
next time.
big idea was this anyway?
Try to kill you 100 times, I will! Kill every last one of them! There's too many of them! Retreat! Retreat!
You think?
Bunch of damn cowards! I'm right here! Come on!
Jesus Lord. Yeah, let's get off the train and... Are they all dead? Well, it's what they deserve for being so goofy. That was... The train was just gonna be able to do that anyway. Lord. Whoopsie. They didn't make trains back then the way they do now, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. Come on. Let's go.
What summer's like in Finland. These days here between 25 and 32. Yeah. I think it's a bit cooler than that, even. In this part of Finland where I live a little bit further north than Helsinki. Helsinki, I think when I moved here, the average summer temperature was like 18 or 19 degrees. That has changed very much. Oh, there's a mythical creature here. The chupacabra. But yeah, here around the more northern part of Finland, well, at least compared to, what am I looking for? Yeah, there's definitely, like, 26 is considered, like, hot still, but as the climate changes, that's kind of changing too. There are a lot of Finns, if you can believe it, who don't believe in climate change, and it's really upsetting. And you kind of get the feeling like that sentiment is getting greater as time goes by. There are a lot of really stupid people here who don't
Come on.
care. You know, like, and you get these heat waves in the summer, and then people are like, "Oh my God, this is so terrible! It's so hot." Well, no, 26 Celsius. We're talking Celsius here. It's so hard to go back to Fahrenheit when you've been living in Celsius for 8 years. And even when I lived in Fahrenheit, as a meteorology nerd, it just kind of made a lot of sense to me to speak in terms of Celsius. The metric system just makes so much more sense. Pretty much everybody not in the US uses Celsius. Uh-oh, I messed up. What am I doing? What do I think about the possibility of the US annexation of Greenland? It's not a possibility. It's not happening. There's a 0.00% chance. Any of these Trump morons who think that it's actually a possibility, they're fucking fucked. I need to find high ground. But yeah, in short, it's just not happening. If this sudden obsession that Trump has with annexing Greenland means anything, I think it's just him trying to get better mineral rights deals. He's probably trying to go as extreme as he can so he can bring Denmark to the negotiating table to get like better deals for rare earths, and because it makes zero fucking sense on the basis going after Greenland on the basis of military, because it's like Denmark doesn't mind negotiating with the US on putting troops in Greenland or putting bases in Greenland. There are already troops in Greenland from the US. So it's not about that. It's about resources, and Trump making a big deal out of this, it serves two purposes. One, it distracts from the Epstein shit and everything else going on with that and any of his other crimes against humanity. And two, he's seeing this as like a negotiating position. He does not... I'm sure even he knows in his empty fucking demented brain that he's not getting Greenland. This is, if anything, it's a calculated move from the people controlling him to try to get better deals regarding the rare earths that are there and any other resources that are there, because, you know, that's what the US is all about. So there's no fucking way, like, he's not getting Greenland. He's not even coming close to getting Greenland, but he will get their resources if what I think he's doing comes to fruition. Because I think that this is just like a calculated sort of move to get Denmark to, I don't know, be a little bit more... At least I hope so, because if he really thinks he can get... Damn. He's even more demented than I thought he was to begin with. So I've got this one mission that I have do, I have to kill all 4 types of these zombies with one Deadeye meter. I can't seem to do it.
Take the spring out of your step.
Of course I miss. How did that miss? Upstairs are right over it. Wow. Fucking. Yeah, there's this challenge here. Where is it? Kill one of each of the 4 undead types in 1 Deadeye meter, and I can't find one of each in any given scan. There's one, there's the bruiser, there's the regular. So I need one of the fast ones. But they don't seem to be anywhere to be found. I can do 3 right here, but I need to find one of those, what are they called, screechers, or... Frustrating. One of the ones that runs really, really fast. Yeah, I've had cats before. I wish I had a cat now. Oh, there it is. Oh, so now it shows up when I don't need it. Nice. Yeah, I wish I had a cat now, but my landlords don't allow pets. They're no fun. My landlords like cats. Cats are very fun. I love cats. Alright. So I'm trying to put 4 of these different kinds together. Killed all the bloater things. And I've lost track of the other ones, so... Great. Wait. There's one of those guys. There's a bloater guy. There's a fast guy.
I'm just killing my own script. At least that makes sense.
Oh, I've got this friend who's driving me crazy.
Who's that?
I look down at my watch and I got another very uninspired to see what he just sent me. have a friend here in Finland who came here from Iran, and she's obviously very distraught over what's going on in Iran. But she has become like this kind of conspiracy theorist about a lot of things, and sends me these reels and these posts that are like borderline racist and Islamophobic, and it's getting really annoying. She's a good person, but that's the thing. It's like, I don't enjoy losing friends over politics, but I will absolutely lose friends over politics because there are some things that I just don't fucking tolerate. And you know, I guess there's this idea that some people have who come from other countries or other parts of the world that if you're not from that country, you don't know anything.
You won't be needing that.
And I keep telling this friend, like, hey, I read books, you know, like, I never lived in Iran, but, you know, I've read about Iran, and I follow the news about Iran. And anything that I say to counter her arguments about, for example, anyone who practices Islam to her is like evil. And she looks at Mamdani, for example, and she believes all this like right-wing propaganda about how he's a jihadist and, you know, like the really racist kind of stuff. And Islamophobic stuff.
The Undead freak.
I'll say something like, well, you don't live in the U.S., so how do you know, I could use the same logic against you. And she just keeps telling me, oh, you'll see, I'll show you the news article. It's in Farsi, so you can't read it or understand it. Like, no, you're just falling for fucking conspiracies now. And it's really sad to witness, and so let's find out what's. Yep, it's more conspiracy shit about the coup that happened in 1953. Yeah, she's been trying to convince me that Mossadegh was a Soviet spy. And there's no evidence for this other than like this really kooky stuff that you can find from, like, Mossadegh was a democratically elected prime minister of Iran, and the US and the UK overthrew him in 1953 because mostly oil. Like, the UK had to goad the US into overthrowing him because he wanted to nationalize Iran's oil interests. And the US and the UK and imperialists do what imperialists do. They came in and they overthrew him and installed a more radical sort. A more capitalist sort. And she's convinced that he was a Soviet spy.
Go!
And it's not true. There's no evidence for this. They didn't go after him because of his Soviet ties. They went after him because he was trying to nationalize the oil industry, and he was trying to make things more equitable for people. And the imperialist West does not like it when people do that. So I've been trying to explain this to this person, and it's just, oh, you don't know because you never lived in Iran. To quote Dr. House, I don't have to go to Detroit to know that it smells. You know? Like, it's really sad and it's really frustrating because anybody else I would have blocked, like, weeks ago for sending me, like, all this Islamophobic shit. And my fear is that because she now lives in Finland where Islamophobia is really, really bad, like, she's starting to turn into one of them. And losing her better judgment. Holy shit! Run, you horse! That ain't gonna make the grade. That was an undead cougar, and it's still after me. Help! Yikes! That is an ugly sumbitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't really... I don't know, like...
Come on.
Iran has been kind of like a flashpoint for a long, long, long time. And there have been different interests tugging at it for decades. And the West is only interested in a place that they can get its resources. And they can't get those resources if there is a leftist or a left-leaning politician in charge who would much rather nationalize those interests and turn them over to the people. So they will demonize that person, they'll start a smear campaign against that politician. And then when the smear campaign isn't working well enough, they'll go in and depose that politician. Oh yeah, what do I think of Noam Chomsky's tied to Epstein? Yeah, that was disappointing.
You okay, sister?
Neil Steele.
Well, I'm alive, senor.
Supremely disappointing, but shocking, no. I really like Chomsky's ideas, but in this day and age I've learned better than to idolize anybody for any reason. Except George Carlin, of course, because, you know.
But I appreciate the advice. Unfortunately, many of my nuns are not so resourceful as you or I. Their innocence will kill them, which is truly a terrifying reality.
I would not know.
I think maybe you would. But let us leave the psychotherapy and focus on more pressing matters. They are locked in the church, while hordes of these half-witted demons are trying to get to them.
It'd be my pleasure.
You're a true Samaritan, sir. You know, they say the devil has all the best tunes. It may be so, but it seems he also has the most half-witted friends.
So you know Bill Williamson, then?
Excuse me?
Just a little joke. I'll do as best as I can to save the nuns. I just hope I'm seeing things.
Thoughts on the Epstein. Yeah, I had to go get some water. You know. I am convinced. I'm not trying to sound defeatist. I don't think the Epstein case is really gonna go very far until I kind of understand now why people don't like this version of Red Dead. At this point, it's getting very repetitive. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be any motion made on the Epstein files until the U.S. selects a leader or leaders who will prosecute these motherfuckers to the fullest extent of the law. Everybody, not just the people in the Epstein files, but anyone who is supporting fascism in any way, shape, or form. And anyone who has helped to foment the kind of authoritarian nightmare. Oh yeah, that's right, you can climb stairs! Yeah. That's the only way that any progress is going to be made when it comes to actually serving justice with the Epstein files, is when the U.S. gets leaders who are not as spineless. Like, 2028, the only person I'd be willing to elect is a person I think Ken Jennings said this the other day, and I fully agree with this, and other people have said this. The only person I'll ever support for leadership in the U.S. is anyone whose first and top priority will be to prosecute everybody in this fucking administration. Everybody. Because the only reason nothing is being done about the Epstein files is the person who has all the power right now has the power to control the narrative, and has the power to distract and to create pretense with which people don't focus so much on it and wonder why. Hey, why aren't we prosecuting more? Why aren't we stringing up more of these fascist motherfuckers? You know? Like, people ask, but they can't do anything until leaders are elected who make it their priority to say, no, you are not immune from the law. You acted like it, but let's show you now exactly why you are not immune from the law, and prosecute the living shit out of that.
Get back!
So for now, it's a big nothing burger.
This'll have to do.
It should be much bigger of a deal than it is, but
You all got a good day to make this really happen.
Come on, man!
whoa, where did I
Now take you!
go? Oops, sorry, dude. Oh no.
Don't scare me!
Here, take this. What are you doing out here, lady? Guess what? You ain't eating. Here you go.
There was never any chance in hell that those files are going to be released and redacted. It was never going to be a reality. There is still so much rot and disease at the head of American politics that nothing that damning to the Trump administration was ever going to come out in full, or unredacted, or honest, in any way, shape, or form. Which is why I think people need to switch their, especially in the opposition in the US, they need to start switching their tack to running on a platform that aims to hold all of these fucking people accountable for all of their transgressions. And those are the only people I will ever support, ever again, for any political office in the US, are people who will be bold enough to want to put dipshits like Elon Musk behind bars, where he belongs, or Trump behind bars, where he belongs. And no more of this playing politics for optics bullshit. That's gotta stop. If humanity wants a chance at survival in the US, that shit has got to stop. This coddling interest bullshit. Which has been going on forever, of course, so this is a tall ask. In order to do that, you've got to get politicians to stop liking money. And that's just never happened. Once again, I'm being idealistic in a way that shouldn't be seen as idealistic, but it's America. It's a fucking freak show.
This'll do.
Really? Can't find ways to get up there to give these people ammo. Those are cute ladders.
There you go. Hold up.
Take all my ammo. Can I knock them off the roof? Ah! Oh, that fell too. Stay up and wait for me. What are your manners?
Stop running so fast.
That was a pain in the ass.
You owe me, lady.
You gotta collect shit to make these. That's unfortunate. Oh, that's how you make it. Okay, that makes sense. Hello, Key Lime. Have I ever watched The Vanguard? I don't know what that is. What is that? Oh god, I haven't considered the Young Turks watchable in a long, long time. I don't really watch a lot of political YouTube. I watch FD Signifier. I mean, he's pretty much the only person I watch on YouTube for like political takes. I try to avoid a lot of that, whether they're left or right. I mean, obviously, I'm gonna be more open to like leftist. What's the word now? Influencers, I guess we're using. Fine, whatever. If I gotta use that fucking word. But yeah, I like to. I'd much rather like read than listen to somebody. But for current events, yeah, sometimes I'll listen to people like FD Signifier. There's got to be another person. Political stuff? Not really. I have billions of my own thoughts when it comes to politics, so it's hard for me to focus on other people, podcasts, and whatnot. Yeah, FD Signifier is really good. It's I guess like a video essayist.
Mother Superior Calderon. Our bishop was a stickler
Made
for
a really good long video about the
until he got sick last week and ate half of the cathedral
Kendrick
choir
Lamar
boys.
and Drake feud.
I only mention it because
and
my
like
girls
the
are
cultural
laughing
things
at you
behind it,
calling me
not just
sister.
like talking about the shit talking and
What do
all
you
that,
think is
but like
causing
going
all this?
deep into the cultural and even some of the political aspects of it.
Mexico is an old country.
And recently he did a video about
Many
the
faiths
what he
have
calls the
lived and
conservative
died
death
here.
cult.
Many evil spirits have
It's
flourished.
like when I hear him talk about some of this
I
stuff,
have
it's
no
like
idea what is afflicting the
exactly
people
what I've
here.
thought about so
But
much
I
of
know
this
it is a sickness of the soul.
shit coming from the right wing.
Something supernatural, maybe. Certainly nothing rational.
And like,
Perhaps if you
it's
were
a
to
very,
get me
very good
alive one of these
descriptor
creatures, we
for
could try a
what
couple
the
of
right wing has
experiments.
become in the U.S. It's a death cult.
Get me a new one. One who
And
was recently
just a
human.
cult.
I want to work
Very
with a
generally
subject who has
speaking.
only recently turned.
I'll see what I can find for you.
Oh, I
Gracias,
totally
señor.
missed what she just said.
Cállense. No puedo creer cómo se portan.
She said Spanish. I kind of understood, but didn't. Shut up. I can't believe how it. No puedo. Puerta is a door, isn't it? No, it's puerta. I don't fucking know. The American right wing, well, MAGA is a cult.
Come on.
And because the right wing has organized themselves into Trump's foot soldiers, yeah, I absolutely do believe that they're a cult. They have their leader, who's Donald Trump, and they will follow him through the most disgusting fucking things imaginable that a human being could do or think or say as a leader. And they think he can do no fucking wrong. It's very much a cult-like mentality from these people. And then you look at people like Charlie Kirk, how they don't give a shit about him while he's alive, for the most part. But when he's dead, they elevate him to this godlike status. I mean, do you see like how monetized everything becomes from these people? Like t-shirts and the hats and the they turned Charlie Kirk into a fucking merchandise table.
Come on.
You know, they laid his empty fucking skull husk of a corpse out on a table and put merch all over it. That's cult. That is a fucking cult. And, you know, I could make the argument that a lot of the right wing in Europe right now is kind of cultifying. Cultifying?
Yeah.
Not a word. But, yeah. It's... When you... How do I put this? I'm focusing on two things at once. When you begin to tolerate worse and worse behavior from the people you elect as leaders, and you do more to justify that behavior, especially when it's violent and manipulative and focuses on like out groups, not your group, not the white people or conservative people, but it puts all the blame on these out groups like immigrants and people seeking asylum, or even, you know, and people with power become like these demigods to you. That's when you start to become like a cult. So the right wing, they lick the boots clean of billionaires,
Easy up now.
even though these people do not have their best interests at heart. Even though these people would absolutely not piss on them if their teeth were on fire. But they look up to them and they regard them as these heroes of our time.
Benefits of a misspent youth.
No billionaire would ever look at any of these people if they lost their jobs and ended up on the street. They would not give them a second thought. Elon Musk would not lend his hand out to you if you lost your job and found yourself living in a crate. Why won't my horse come to me? Here. But when you are part of a political ideology that makes you believe that something like that is true, I think that's kind of cult-like behavior.
Mother Superior, I think I have a test case for you.
Yeah, Europe
Senor
is
Marston, you're a true pilgrim.
fully embracing right-wing politics.
Now let's see.
Solely because of...
It certainly isn't.
I mean, you could make the argument that climate politics is part of it, but the biggest part of it, obviously, is immigration.
Oh,
Because, again, you get these demagogues who get power. Ooh, holy water.
We may have something.
It seems to be working.
It burns!
Maybe.
They get power, and then they turn the boogeyman into one
Maybe not.
centralized sort of figure, which, you know, all of our problems can be traced back to these people coming to our country and going after our culture and our way of life, and
But he came back
they
from
make it about that.
I bless the water, but
So these
perhaps
idiots
my
in
faith
Europe
is
are
not
getting
that strong.
elected on the
I have to
basis
do more
of
thinking, but I need time.
they'll protect us from
Every
immigrants,
day
but when
more
it
of my
comes
people
to
fall as the
our
dead
own
rise
quality
in
of life, when it
sepulchre.
comes to our rights, when it comes
And
to
perhaps it's time I
our
put them to rest.
unions,
Take the holy water. Maybe
we'll just
it
get
will
rid
be
of
a
those,
calming balm
and it'll be
for
worth
the
it because the
restless
immigrants are
departed.
going, yay! That's what's happening in
No,
Finland.
thank you. You are a
It's
blessing in an
really
unusual.
fucking sad seeing what's happening in this country. Like, people elected the people who are ruining everything right now on the basis of
Sometimes I think I've been drugged.
the other people did everything wrong, and it's because they weren't hard enough on immigrants. So, sure, you got your xenophobic fucking anti-immigrant shit, but on top of that, you got a worse economy, you got job loss at a ridiculous rate. Bankruptcies in Finland right now are absolutely off the charts. What's happening in Finland now has not been seen in a lot of ways since the last Great Recession in like 93, 94. But, you know, the people who have had the power, it's like Don't blame them. Blame the immigrants. It's all their fault. We let our borders open, and all these immigrants did these things. They never have any substantiating evidence for it. But they say it loud enough, and they say it enough times. And what do they say about a lie? You say it loud enough, and you say it enough times, and people start to buy it. Because people want an easy thing to blame. They don't want to have to think. They don't want to have to research. They just want an easy thing that they can point the finger at. And that's been immigrants. It really is that simple. People will say, oh, it's not that simple. It really is.
Whoa there.
Yeah. Preying on fears is absolutely a big part of it. And they succeeded. So the rest of us get to sit around and watch the country burn while the people that they elected blame the fire on immigrants. And it's just, God, a country like Finland with 5.5 million people and a declining population, you know, immigration is more necessary here than in a lot of other places on this planet. If you just can't make people see that, you can't lead people to that conclusion that, hey, you're losing people. You're losing people to pay into your social security system. The population's getting older. And your birth rate is exceptionally low. Like, you need people coming here to keep your fucking, at the very least, to keep your welfare state solvent. But you cannot lead these right-wing people to that conclusion. They will just keep parroting the same tired, dead fucking slogans about culture and Sharia law and these things that just have no basis in reality whatsoever. But this is why power is a very dangerous thing. Because you give it to the wrong people, they're in the wrong hands. Hell, you can make the argument that power in anybody's hands is really fucking dangerous. And a lot of immigrants are leaving Finland right now, and I don't blame any of them. Oh boy. Here we go. Out of my face. I don't even think. God damn it. Oops. Now that trying to line up 4 of the same. I need to shoot 4 different types of zombies in one of these dead eyes. Yeah, Key, I don't. Yeah, absolute power corrupts absolutely, but I would go further in saying that I think it's just the concept of giving other human beings any kind of power has not worked out well for us as a species. And people they keep telling me that's just the way it's gotta be. We need leaders. How else are we gonna make decisions, and how else are we gonna organize? We need leaders. We need these politicians to make. I'm not seeing the merits in that very much anymore. If I'm being honest. So I wouldn't just say that like absolute power absolutely corrupts. It's power corrupts. Okay? Jesus Christ. How many more of these fuckers have to kill? I already burned all the coffins.
Let's go!
This is only fairly annoying. This is aggravating. Yeah, I'm stuck. And my horse is just gonna stand there like an idiot. This game, I can't do it. This is annoying. Extremely. I've taken out way too many. I've lost almost all of any remaining faith that I have in leaders, politicians. There are still some that are like I even look at Jasmine Webb, for instance. I was really excited about Jasmine Webb, and I thought that there was going to be some good there, but then I find out that she voted to send money to Israel, and like that's the end of any enthusiasm that I had for her. And then when I sit and I kind of critically think about it, I kind of come to the conclusion that it's my fault for having any sort of like faith in any politician in the U.S. I guess that's kind of that's become one of the main metrics for me. Like, is this politician voting to send money to Israel? And if they are, then I don't care what they say about anything else. They lose credibility to me. I'll just stand here and let them all come to me. Yeah. This is safe.
Come on then!
They expect me to just keep beating bullets. This is getting slightly ridiculous now. for it.
loves you.
Then, oh, it's the Santa. This is loony. Well, that's over, finally. Okay. Yeah.
I'll take that. You won't be needing that. Let's go!
Yeah, I guess when I think about all this political crap, I really want humanity to do well. I am not defeatist in the sense that I think we're doomed, but Jesus Christ. We really put some horrible people in charge to make our decisions. It's happening the entire world over.
Come on!
Many other things, it is extremely
What
frustrating.
hell is wrong?
The cool thing about this horse is you can just run around and set him on fire. Takes longer, but it saves ammo. Shit, I'm still missing the running guy. And he's right there. I really don't like this challenge.
Give it up! Fat bastards, good night! You clawing my back?
Yeah, misinformation is one of the many.
Right.
It's one of the many reasons, and that's one of the reasons I try not to be too harsh against people who will elect people like Trump and even the Prime Minister that they elected here. I think a big reason that the Prime Minister here in Finland got elected was a lot of it had to do with the surge in popularity for the party that's further to the right of his. But there's misinformation in there. But I think in Finland's case it was more lies than misinformation. Like this whole idea that this government was going to create 100,000 new jobs. Like people latched onto that. They're like, wow, he's going to get these lazy bums to work. And they're officially 2 years later backing down from that claim and saying we can't do it. Because it's just not possible. They're not getting 100,000 jobs. They're losing 100,000 jobs, but they're not gonna. But anyway, that's how they got elected, and that's how this dork of a fucking prime minister, Petteri Orpo, got elected. He's like, we're gonna give 100,000 new jobs, and we're gonna get Finland out of debt, and Finland's just spiraling deeper and deeper into debt.
Come on.
Every year, every quarter. For that matter, every quarter Finland's debt just gets worse, and more jobs are lost. But that wasn't as much a misinformation campaign as it was just like a damn lie. However, the Finns party, the pretty far right party here, the racists, they absolutely got their power based on misinformation. Where's the save? Is there a safe house? Yeah, it's just... Hi, John. Do I meditate? In a manner of speaking, yes. I have tried, like, pure focus-based meditation, and even in a manner of speaking, I still do that sometimes, but there are many, many ways to meditate. There's no one right way to do it, and one thing that I like to do sometimes is I'll put on a podcast, for example. This isn't really so much a podcast as... Well, I guess it is technically. It's called Stoic Meditations. And it's not meditating in the sense that there's some guy, like, ooh, and, like, this music that's playing to, like, get you into a certain state of brain activity. But it's just a guy talking about different bits of wisdom from different Stoic philosophers from the past. And like these podcasts are like a minute and a half, 2 minutes each. And sometimes I'll just sit there and I'll listen to them, and I won't do anything but just think about what's being said. So it's not meditation in the sense that, oh, I'm crossing my legs and I'm sitting upright and for 25 minutes just letting the thoughts wash over me, but it's more of like like you know, it's a way to try to keep myself balanced in, like, this is one form of information I'm hearing that is not political at all in nature. It's just all about not being too reactive and accepting things the way they are, the things I can't fucking change or do anything about. So that for the rest of my day, when I have all these other thoughts about politics and stupid leaders and stupid people and, like, in that sense, yeah, I do kind of meditate, but it's not typical, I suppose. Psychedelics? Nah, I don't really touch those. I've done mushrooms once in my life. It didn't go very well. Not very well. But I'm not against them. Actually, I'll go here. Yeah, and the other, the genius thing that a lot of these right-wing leaders, if you want to call it genius, but I guess from a keeping your power perspective, it's kind of genius. They found a way to make the left-wing populists look just as bad by comparison. Even though people on the left, what they're fighting for and what they're trying to gain support for is just a better quality of life for working people.
Yeah.
These right-wing populists have managed to make, you know, and this is another reason I don't like people in the center. They've managed to make it look like both sides are, you know, this horseshoe theory bullshit that, oh, if you go far enough to the left, you go far enough to the right, you end up... And there are so few people on the left who are so extreme to the left, like they're tankies. You know, like tankies don't...
Let's go.
They exist, but they're not... No one takes them seriously. The real left-wing populists are just saying, hey, let's make things more fair. And the right has managed to make that look like a dirty thing, you know? And the cult in the MAGA cult has managed to like equate them with Marxists and Stalinists and all these other ists and isms that they don't understand.
Come on.
When really all the quote unquote radical left is out to do is to make things more fair. Oh my, that's so terrible, right? And these are people who have class consciousness, who understand that they're never going to be billionaires. And in order to be billionaires, you have to do a lot of immoral shit. You have to step on a lot of throats and necks to get there. No one is self-made, so why don't we all try to create a system that works for everybody, so that we can all have health care and not die at the age of 60 of overwork and, like... These are not radical tenets, you know? But in order to protect the billionaire class, the right wing has gone out of their way to demonize the left, and like, oh, both sides, and you get these people in the middle who are like, oh, well, both sides are to blame for what's happening. How are leftists even a single iota to blame for what's happening in this world? That's what I ask these people, and they never have a rational response. They have a response based on fear, they have a response based on emotion, but never, like, irrational.
Come on.
And it's very telling of just, again, like, a lot of... Ew, that's gross. A lot of right-wing ideology is kind of coalescing into, like, this cult. The central philosophy is just keep all the immigrants out. But beyond that, they can't go. Yeah, when it comes to the Minneapolis shit, it's like we're all seeing the same videos. And one side, people who tend to be more to the left are like, this is horrible, this shouldn't happen, let's stop this. And the people on the right are going, why didn't she comply? Why did she run away? The same bullshit they always say. Why didn't you just bow down and capitulate to the people who have badges?
We got sunshine, sand, and a
plague. Sakes, you know, it's like, how are you going to seriously compare those two sides of the political spectrum?
What is going on?
The only way that you can is if you approach it
What's a little like
from an
cannibalism
intellectually
among friends?
dishonest
Excuse me. So,
viewpoint.
how have you been?
Good. Well, apart from my wife and son being tied up and trying to rip my soul clean out of my
Yeah,
body.
recycled coal.
And
Yeah,
the entire
it's
Earth turning into
we're
hell.
repeating
Good.
a lot of the same
Real
mistakes
good.
that were made.
You know, John, I've lived a long life. I've seen this land when it was just wilderness and scrub.
And that is very
I've seen
frustrating to
missionaries
see,
nailed to
but
crosses by shaman.
again, the
and
only way
burned
that
to
any of
just
this stuff
cinders
gets any better is
their
if we
misguided
get leaders who
I've seen slaves get set free.
will attack
and
the
return
right-wing
to
ideologies
bondage
with
even
as
more
much
confusing than the one they left
fervor as
I've seen
the
diseases
right is
wipe out
attacking left
entire
ideologies.
communities in a weekend.
And you have to
I've
get
seen
people
bad
interested in
men
the
make
truth
their own
again.
Valhalla out in the bush.
You have to get people interested
with
in
harems of maidens,
not believing every
and the
fucking
hunting
thing
of
that they
men
hear.
as a sport. I've seen men struggle with
Just because it
principles
comes
and
from a
morals
place of authority or
and
power.
the very meaning of existence.
Yeah,
I've
and
killed
that's a tall
all
order.
that can
Very,
be
very
killed.
tall order.
But I've never, in all my natural-born days, seen anything quite like this.
Nor me, sir.
Now, if we could only get something that would attract these blighters, we could kill them faster and maybe return this land to its natural state.
Some kind of bait?
Exactly.
I think I might know how.
And more dynamite. I'm running pretty low.
Let me see what I can do.
Thank you, John. And take care.
Undead bait. Do I have the stuff to make that? No, I need.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think I can still do that. Very poppy and wobbly. Don't want a new horse. Didn't mean to do that. This is my horse. It'd be nice if on the map they told you if the thing was upstairs or downstairs. That would be great. Alrighty, this is as good of a time as any to end the stream. I am super hungry, so I'm gonna go eat and get on with my day. Thank you all for being here. I'll do this again either sometime middle of the week or weekend, depending on whether or not I have a life by that point. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other. And yeah, don't die. Try not to do that. That'd be bad. You could.